Well, the framework, the internet, I don't know whether that can be necessarily more localized than it is. The framework underneath is already there for local services. It's just that people haven't necessarily deployed them. And it's a bit of a big miss because, again, you know, back in the day, everyone was so excited about the fact that you could have Skype conversations with your friend in America or MSN with your friend in Sydney or something, that everyone forgot that there were some interesting services that you could do very close by, and that you don't see too many examples of it. A good one is from Poke, the Baker Tweet site, which is a perfect example of a local service that's done that just provides something for people in that area, and it's kind of timely, it's real time. I think that combination of kind of local, hyper-local, real-time utility, there should be services, there should be a lot more of that. It's just, it takes a few people to start seeing the different areas and then start deploying them. It's not so easy, obviously, as it sounds. But hopefully there will be a lot more. It's certainly something I'm interested in. You hear a lot about traditional agencies reinventing themselves as digital agencies, and I think that the problem with that for me is that it assumes that the future of digital is in digital advertising, which I don't believe is true. I don't think the future of digital is just digital advertising. When you look at the areas we talk about, like content, conversation, and utility, the one that they have got a good skill in is content, and you can see that they create 3-minute masterpiece ads that go on YouTube and get them 10 or 12 million views, and that's a fantastic piece of content. It's really beautifully made, but in the end it's not really it's using digital as a distribution. It's not going into any of the other things about conversation and utility, and so they'll continue to do that. But the real interesting areas for me, especially for me, I'm much more interested in the utility area, and I think that's where the future. You were talking to me about services. We were talking about services instead of advertising, and I think that's one of the much more interesting areas when a brand can provide a service that helps the consumer to do something. You and I, we were talking about this Australian campaign for cancer prevention, some Society for Cancer Prevention, and creating a sound that, like the shark warning, to let people know that they should put suntan lotion on every 15 minutes. That's a much more interesting. That's a utility, and it was done by, I guess, an ad agency, but they're few and far between, those kind of things. And the other part, and obviously technology has a large part to play in that, whether it's not the idea, but it's still the enabler, and understanding all the things that you can do with that. And the other conversation, ad agencies haven't been trained in conversation, they've been trained in like a monologue, in saying something kind of simply and just repeating it many times. I think that can be very difficult. We still have this large proportion of destination sites which are .com sites, and we've been saying to our clients for a while as well that visits to destination sites have been dropping quite steadily over, and you can see the traffic just dropping down like that on destination sites and going up like that on social. And so for the last few years, we've been migrating most of our major clients into, not that they don't have a .com, because we believe in bought, owned and earned, and we believe that all three of those have a role to play. The stuff that we've done for some of our clients may start with bought and then go into owned, into something that their own particular destination site, and then we'll trigger them off into social. And once you're on social, then you can just keep building and building and building. But it doesn't necessarily, people don't just start with 15 million followers overnight. You have to have the other ingredients first to get to it.